Here's something that rarely happens in today's Broadway landscape. An entire off-Broadway cast making the leap to the Great White Way together, intact and unchanged. But when Bess Wohl's groundbreaking play, Liberation, was given this extraordinary opportunity, producers made a decision that's both refreshing and, frankly, a little controversial in an industry obsessed with star power. The announcement came today from producers Daryl Roth, Eva Price, Rachel Sussman, and Jenny Gersten. Every single performer from the critically acclaimed off-Broadway production will reprise their roles when Liberation opens at the James Earl Jones Theater this October. This flies in the face of Broadway's typical practice of replacing lesser-known actors with marquee names to boost ticket sales. The ensemble staying together includes Betsy Adom, known for her powerful performances in Prayer for the French Republic and Leopoldstadt, taking on the role of Margie. Audrey Corsa, who television audiences might recognize from Poker Face and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, continues as Dora. Musical theater fans will appreciate Kayla Davian's transition from Tina, the Tina Turner musical and Waitress, to her role as Joanne. Susanna Flood, whose recent work in Birthday Candles and The Cherry Orchard has garnered attention, remains as Lizzie, while Crystalline Lloyd brings her experience from 1776 and Dear Evan Hansen to the character of Celeste. Irene Sophia Lucio, notable for her work in the provocative slave play and the classic Wit, continues as Isadora. Charlie Thurston from Here There Are Blueberries and Wedgehorse stays on as Bill, and Adina Verson, whose credits include Indecent and the hit series Only Murders in the Building, maintains her role as Susan. The production will also feature understudies Leanne Hutchison, Matthew Russell, and Kedron Spencer. But here's where it gets controversial. Is Broadway making the right choice by prioritizing artistic integrity over commercial appeal? Under Whitney White's direction, the production will kick off its 14-week limited engagement with previews beginning October 8th, building toward its official opening night on October 28th. The decision to maintain the original cast reflects a growing tension in the theater world between artistic vision and commercial viability. Wohl's enthusiasm for her cast is palpable and unrestrained. She describes them as pure magic, expressing her excitement that Broadway audiences will witness their chemistry, their bravery, and their sheer joy as they work together as an ensemble. Her praise goes further, calling their work acting at its finest, bold, hilarious, and deeply felt, while expressing gratitude for how they've made her words sing and shine. Director Whitney White echoes this sentiment with even bolder claims, asserting that only this cast, this group of beloved New York performers and incredible actors, could successfully debut the work on Broadway. She describes their connection to both the material and each other as unforgettable, and their chemistry as electric. White makes a prediction that might raise eyebrows. You may not know them yet, but they are the stars of tomorrow, and this is the part most people miss about Broadway transfers. The original magic often gets lost when new actors step into established roles. The play itself earned significant recognition during its world premiere run at Roundabout Theatre Company's Laura Pels Theatre. Beyond winning the Outer Critics Circle Award for Outstanding New Off-Broadway Play, the entire cast received honors from both the New York Drama Desk and the NY Drama Critics Circle for Best Ensemble Performance. These accolades suggest that the chemistry White and Wohl praised so highly was recognized industry-wide. So what exactly is Liberation about? The play presents itself as a funny, time-bending, and deeply moving exploration of women's liberation in 1970s Ohio. The story centers on a group of women who meet regularly in their local YMCA's basement for consciousness-raising sessions, positioning themselves within the emerging feminist movement of their era. Their frank discussions unfold with a blend of humor, emotional depth, and raw honesty, examining how seemingly ordinary moments can catalyze profound social change. The narrative structure adds another layer of complexity by incorporating a present-day narrator who discovers her mother's activist history before she settled into marriage and motherhood. This dual timeline approach transforms Liberation into what the synopsis calls a heartfelt exploration of memory, identity, and the enduring power of women speaking their truths. The creative team behind this Broadway transfer brings impressive credentials to the production. David Zinn, whose set design work on Stereophonic has been widely praised, will create the physical world of the play. Costume design falls to Queen Jean, known for innovative work on Cats. The Jellicle Ball, while lighting design is handled by Cha Si, fresh from success with Oh Mary, sound designer Palmer Heffernan brings experience from John Proctor is the Villain, and Nikia Mathis, recognized for her work on Jaja's African hair braiding, will handle hair and wig design. But here's the question that's dividing theater insiders. In an era where Broadway increasingly relies on celebrity casting to fill seats, does Liberation's commitment to its original ensemble represent artistic bravery or commercial suicide? The play deals with themes of women finding their voices and challenging societal expectations, themes that remain remarkably relevant today. Yet some industry observers wonder if Broadway audiences will embrace a production without household names, especially given the premium ticket prices. The timing of this transfer also raises interesting questions about the current Broadway landscape. With many productions struggling to find audiences post-pandemic, and with the ongoing debates about diversity and representation in theater, Liberation arrives as both a period piece and a contemporary statement. What do you think? Is Broadway's star power obsession killing the art form? Or do unknown actors face an uphill battle in convincing audiences to spend their entertainment dollars? Does keeping the original cast together represent the kind of artistic integrity we should celebrate? Or is it a missed opportunity to bring bigger names that could introduce the play to wider audiences? Share your thoughts. Are you more likely to see a show because of the story and reviews? Or do star names still drive your theater-going decisions?